Good morning, how are we doing? Hope you're good. Welcome to show 341. Today we're going to be talking about look at finding opportunities when we're in a low state, okay? And not swimming with negativity. So we're going to change the mindset. We're going to look at how we can change that mindset. Let's get into this. Welcome to the Rise to Thrive show. I am your host, James Boorman. If you are coming through, then please do let me know by hitting the love heart button or commenting that you are coming through, okay? Cool, so just to notice, there are no Rise to Thrive shows next week. I need to take a break. I need to get off socials for a week. I'm having a week for half term with the family. We're just going away, just doing some chilling out with some family. So I will be not here next week, all right? We'll be back from Monday the 31st of October. All right, guys? Cool, so let's get into this. First thing before we start, if you're not already a member with us and you are wanting to come and work with me on our last program of the year, our Elite 28 starts on the 31st of October. The Elite 28 is our resurrection phase over 4 weeks, plus a bonus week. You'll come and work with us to work on you, controlling your time, your energy, your focus, being more consistent and gaining more clarity on where you want to be, right? So you'll join our Elite Brotherhood, which is the #1 platform for men and their development in terms of getting you up to speed with your accountability, support and curriculum across the board. Okay, so the brochure's up here somewhere on the link. So go and check it out, get your application form in. All right, so what I want to talk about is something that I think too many people are doing, is swimming in their own self-pity. Okay, swimming in their own self-pity. And the thing is, when you swim in your own little self-pity, in that cesspit, the problem is we're not thinking like a leader, right? We're thinking like worst case scenario all the time, okay? We manifest our own self-pity. We have this like little pity party where we feel sorry for ourselves, and we think by feeling sorry for ourselves that everything's going to change, that the knight in shining armor is going to come through and save us, right? Well, they're not. And it's our responsibility to be able to lead ourselves, to be able to shift this. Now, I'll give you a quick example of this. So, on our Elite Brotherhood focus group the other day, we had all of the lads in on Thursday morning, and one of the guys has pretty much broken his back. He's in hospital. He's got to go through like at least 6 to 8 months rehabilitation. He's going to be in a wheelchair for the next 3 months. And I've been talking to him in the background, just kind of reassuring him. And he's like, God, how do I move forwards from this? And I said, well, number one, you're still breathing. Number 2, there's hope in terms of you being able to walk again. Number 3, you're going to build up a resilience that a large amount of us will never really understand. Okay, we will never really understand what it takes to go from lying in a bed not being able to walk for a number of months to learning to walk again, to building up that strength again to be able to walk again. And I said, you'll be more grateful for the smaller, simple things in life than most of us. So when it gets tough for you in the future, you'll just come back to that thought of when you broke your back, when you were stuck in hospital, when you were learning to walk again. I said, you're going to be 10 times more resilient than anyone else. You're going to have more grit, more robustness, more resolve. And you're going to appreciate life 10 times more than most people will do. And the problem is that when we fall into that pit, that self-pity party, and we think negatively, it's like we almost forget everything that we have, i.e. the first thing being, you're alive. So if you're alive and you're breathing, you've got a chance, right? And manifesting all of that internal negativity is not going to change anything. We have to be able to look and flip the situation by looking at the opportunities that we go through, right? And somebody asked me on the 5-day, would I change the way that my life has gone to rectify any of the mistakes or decisions that I've made in the last 20 years? And the answer is no. Despite all of the pain it's caused other people, despite all the suffering that it's caused me, I am where I am today, which I believe is a guy that can handle life quite well, who has a strong mindset, who works on himself because of all of those situations that I've been through, because of all the people that I let down, because of all the mistakes that I made, because of all the wrong decisions, because of all the hardships that I went through. That creates the man. That builds the internal strength. That builds the resilience. And I now know that wallowing in my own cesspit, moaning and complaining, does not lead me and does not lead other people. A lot of people look at their past and go, oh God, I'm just so caught up in the past. And actually the past, we should be looking at the past and going, it's defined me. It gives me fire. It gives me inspiration. It gives me the passion to wake up every single morning and make sure I don't end up like that again. Because that's what I do. Because the alternative to me not showing up is being that guy 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago. And every single day I wake up, the thing that I have control of, as my old mate Mikey B would say, is that the only thing I have control of is how my tomorrow is going. How I create tomorrow. What I do tomorrow. And the problem is that when we're in that state of victim, we don't think like that. We're not in a positive state like that. We don't think about the opportunities. So we have to stop that. We have to change that process. We have to rewire that inside of our brain. And the only way we do that is that you will never stop feeling sorry for yourself. That will always come into your brain. But the thing that you have is this like little switch. And depending how much you condition your mind, how much you train your mind, how much you work on yourself, will determine how quickly you can flick that switch in your head to go, you're falling into the victim party. Let's stop and let's look at the opportunities about what's happening around us. Getting made redundant? Okay, let's have a look at the opportunities that from that. Actually, I can go and find a job that I love. You've just been dumped. Okay, that's really sad. Like, let's mourn over that. But what are the opportunities? Man, you get to start a fresh, brand new life. Okay. There are lots of different, you break your ankle, you break your leg, man. So you break your leg, let's do some upper body, let's smash press ups, let's smash tricep dips, let's smash pull ups on the TRX. Let's focus more on studying in terms of mental strength, leadership, communication. What can I do? What are the opportunities? Now, oh, my leg, my life's over for 8 weeks. Like, truth is, and this is the truth, right? Nobody wants to listen to somebody else moaning and complaining. Like, no one cares because they've got their own stuff going on, right? So we have to make sure that we take charge of our own future, our own outcomes, our own leadership, the way that we're moving forwards. All right, guys? So I kind of want you to think about that moving forwards. Every time you go into this emotional state or emotional bubble and things are happening within your life and you're facing adversity and you're facing hardship, what I want you to do is go, do you know what? What are the opportunities? How am I going to get out of this? How can I change that state of mind? And the more that you do that, the more non-negotiable it will be, the more natural it will be. Okay, guys? And that's it. That's all I've got for you today. So I'm going to be back on the 31st of October. Okay, I look forward to seeing you guys then. Enjoy next week. There will be sporadic pieces of content for you. But I look forward to seeing you in about just over a week. And I'll catch up with you guys soon.